Greetings, Light Tribe. Janine Palmer here, Spirit Silver Moon for Harmony Energy Healing. With a New Year's Eve video to kind of just briefly touch on maybe things that have happened in the last year or in the last decade. And about being in gratitude, about extracting the wisdom from experiences and applying that in our life. In our lives in a way that serves us for our highest and best good. And that might depend on our perspectives of what we've been through and what that means to us and how we are able to move through it, get beyond it, and let emotions and feelings and whatever energetic things are happening also move through us and not stay stuck. So I've had friends that have gone through different things, moving out of state, moving out of the country, moving back, having the experiences, finding out what works, what doesn't, what we need to do to regroup, even if it's not something we initially want to do, but making the best of that, making the best of whatever that is. You know, and people might make a statement like, well, life will be good. Well, life is good now, if we perceive to see it that way, to whatever degree that we can. So life can be good in 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years. It can be good whenever you determine that it is, or whenever you change your perspective to look at it in that way, in looking at your blessings. Because sometimes there's things that happen in our lives that we think are horrific, and maybe they are, but they redirect us. Something comes from it. Even when we lose something, something else is regained. What knowledge do we gain? What strength do we gain? Even if we're weakened or wounded, how does that redirect us? People have gone through loss of loved ones, the painfulness of lost pets, which are loved ones, and not understanding. A lot of people don't have answers to the questions. Why did something happen? Sometimes they might have bits and pieces of understanding why. They might hold it against themselves, which is a trap, you know. So to acknowledge that sometimes we don't know, we don't have all the answers and reasons why something happened or didn't happen. That was harder, that redirected us, and we hold on to something that's dragging us or that's holding us down, or we hold ourselves back. We have energetic blocks because we're not releasing something. We're not letting go of our idea about what it should or shouldn't be, about our attachment to something. Even thought forms and ideologies, we're attached to something that we don't want to let go, therefore we don't move forward. So what we resist persists. We're not accepting something, therefore we can't move beyond it. So over the past decade, what has been accomplished? What good things have come from it? How, you know, if we're going to focus on the positive, the good things, what would they be? What have you gained on any level? Maybe focus on that. Maybe write that down. Maybe do a page like in a journal or just a notebook or something about things that you've experienced that you're thankful for. What is that gratitude? How often do you acknowledge it? And you can write down the things that were challenging and what you learned from them. And feel, if you can, the gratitude for that wisdom. And then maybe write down what you want to let go. Have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself if you're ready to let certain things go. And if you're not, ask yourself, how is it serving you for you to hold on to that thing? Even if it's just a thought form about something. People do things that are hurtful or that we feel are hurtful because we don't understand why they do what they do. We don't have the answers. We don't understand, so we feel hurt. But that's not a good energy to exist in. And, you know, we grieve differently, and that's a process. But we get caught in loops. And to exist in these loops that run these programs, in these thought loops, hopefully we determine at some point are not helpful to us, to our well-being, to our forward movement. So, you know, this little video is just an invitation to look back on what you're grateful for, like over the past year, and even over the past decade. If you look kind of at what has happened for you, like what you've accomplished over the past decade, I bet you'll be surprised that it's a lot. Maybe there's so much going on that we're focusing on at the moment that we're not looking back on all we've done, all we've accomplished, all we've overcome, how we might have grown, strengthened ourselves, healed ourselves. And maybe we can even look at what still needs that attention for healing or for strengthening or for growth, and forgiveness of self and others, in the process of freeing ourselves from stuckness. So anyway, that's it for this video at the end of 2019. I would like to thank those who have been very kind and supportive to me and my work, and for all the amazing friends and teachers and guides that I have met along the way, and to those who have allowed me to be that for them as well. So, Happy New Year and Namaste.